Hello everyone, welcome back my English lessons. I'm Nhung. In two previous lessons, I introduced you some common ways to greet and say goodbye in English, both formal and informal ways. Today I'll share with you how to introduce yourself and the other people in English. Hope you can remember and use these structures correctly. First, how to introduce yourself. Here are some simple phrases you can use. First, you greet. You can say hello, hi. After that, you add your first name or your first name and your surname as well. The second structure is greeting first, and after that you add my name is or my names. After that is your first name or your first name and your surname. In formal situations, give your first name and surname, but in informal situations, give your first name only. And when you introduce yourself, the other person can says, how do you do? Or pleased to meet you, nice to meet you, or good to meet you, or good to see you. Look at here, there's some example. The first, hi, I'm Mary. And the others can say, pleased to meet you, I'm David. And the second example, good morning, I'm David Thompson. The others can say, pleased to meet you, I'm Larry Harris. And David Thompson can reply, good to see you. Secondly, is to introduce other people. In informal situations, you can use the structure ZDs, and after that is the name of your friend. But in formal situations, you can use the structure I'd like to introduce you to, and after that is the name of person you want to introduce. Now, after you greet someone, introduce your name, you can give more information about the person you want to introduce to the other people. You can say, he's a friend of mine, or he's a friend of my brother, he's my colleague, he's in sales. Now, please look at some example here. A is introducing B to Paul. A says, Tom, this is Paul, he's a friend of mine. And B say, hi, Paul, nice to meet you. And Paul says, good to meet you, John. Another example, A, this is Lopez. She's my colleague. And B, hi, Lopez, pleased to meet you. And Lopez, pleased to meet you too. Another example in this situation, Henry, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Lewis. He's in HR. And Henry says, how do you do, David? And David says, pleased to meet you. After introducing yourself to other people, you can make small talks with them by asking and giving some basic information about yourself. But remember to avoid asking personal questions such as age, marriage status in the first time you meet someone, or the relationship between you is not closed. Here are some information you can ask. Of course, first is the name, right? You often say, what's your name? And answer, my name is, or am. After that is the name, right? The second information you can ask is work, right? You can ask, what do you do? what do you do? Or what's your job? And the others you can answer, I'm a, and after that is a job. For example, I'm a businessman, or I work as an engineer, or and you can use my job is, and after that is a job. My job is a salesperson, or my job is a shop assistant. Or you can ask the structure, the questions like, what company do you work for? And the others can answer, I work for Alpha Technology Company. And after that, you can extend your conversation by asking the question, which department do you work in? And the others can answer, I work in sales, or I work in the sales department. And before asking questions about work, you can ask about the place. For example, you can ask, where are you from? Or where do you come from? Or where do you live? And the others can answer, for example, I'm from Michigan. I come from New York. Or I live in Chicago. And besides, you can ask some questions about hobbies. For example, what are your hobbies? Or what do you like doing in your free time? Or what do you often do in your free time? And the others can answer, I enjoy reading books. I like reading books and love swimming. I like to play chess when I'm free. Yeah, here are some phrases and structures people often used when introduce themselves and the other people in English, both formal and informal way. I hope that will be helpful to you, and see you in next lesson. Bye bye.